Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today is Wrestling Wednesday. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about all of the matches that are going to be on the card for later tonight, which is going to be that really good match that I think it's going to be epic. The Tag Team Battle Royal is going to blow the roof off of that place. It's going to be crazy. So let's see how that one goes. Also, what is Tony Khan gonna say? What is that major announcement that he's gonna have for AEW tonight? Is it gonna be what everybody already knows, pretty much, which is the house shows, or what is it? You know. Also, we're gonna be talking about the Orange Cassidy versus Wheeler Yuta, the Acclaim versus the two members of the firm, Big Bill and Lee Moriarty. We're also going to be talking about the return of Christian Cage. What is Bryan Danielson going to say today? And also the Jon Moxley versus Evil Uno. So I wanted to go ahead and make these Wrestling Wednesday videos because I was going through YouTube and I was trying to find videos that basically hype up the matches before that they happen, and I wasn't seeing nothing. So I decided to bring you guys these videos before the AEW matches happen later tonight. I will already post this video. So this is going to be like a more constant thing that I'm going to be doing for AEW, the Wrestling Wednesdays. So if you guys like it, remember like, share, and subscribe. And let's get to it. So these are not ranked in order, like from the best match that I think it's gonna be to the least match. They're just all mixed. I just put them like in random order. So we're gonna start off with the Orange Cassidy versus Wheeler Yuta. So for that match, I'm not really invested into it. I do think that it's gonna be a good match because while there's a lot of people who don't like Orange Cassidy because they think it's just a dumb gimmick. That's what people say. I do think he's a good wrestler, and I do like the fact that they gave him the belt, and I think he's doing something pretty good with the belt, right? But that Wheeler Yuta versus Orange Cassidy promo that they did on AEW Rampage, I am not a fan of that. Wheeler Yuta was supposed to sound a little bit more aggressive. I didn't get that from him. I felt like he felt a little bit short. He is a really good wrestler, but I think that he could have done a little bit better. Tried to be a little bit meaner, or maybe he still needs a little bit more skills on the mic. I think that Orange Cassidy is gonna beat Wheeler Yuta, and they're gonna try to do something more with the Blackpool Combat Club. For some reason, I feel like later on they're gonna end up having a belt versus belt match, Wheeler Yuta versus Orange Cassidy. I don't know why I got that feeling. Don't think Wheeler Yuta is gonna beat Orange Cassidy. I do think it's gonna be a really good match, competitive. Be a lot of good spots in the match, and for some reason I just can't give it to Wheeler Yuta. I feel like it's gonna be a squash match for Orange Cassidy beating Wheeler Yuta. I think they're trying to make it like that to tease something else with Orange Cassidy, maybe against one of the other members of the Blackpool Combat. So the next match is gonna be Acclaim versus Big Bill and Lee Moriarty, the two members of the firm. I do not see the Acclaim losing in this match because I don't think it would look good on them to lose before the pay-per-view unless they're gonna give the Acclaim the titles back at Revolution. Anything can happen. Just like Chris Jericho lost to Action Andretti. You never know. I really do believe that the Acclaim is gonna win this match. And then what is gonna happen, I'm pretty sure, is that after the match, the Acclaim is gonna get beat up by the firm and the Gun Club. and it's going to be a storyline progression for AEW Revolution. Now let's go on to the next match. Jon Moxley versus Evil Uno. I think Evil Uno is going to get beat up really bad in this match. Jon Moxley is going to test him really bad. If Jon Moxley doesn't beat up Evil Uno really bad, I don't know what's going to happen, honestly. But I do feel like Jon Moxley is going to win this match. I feel like Evil Uno is in for the fight of his life. I'm interested in what's going to happen after that match. Maybe we get Hangman versus Jon Moxley in a no disqualification match at Revolution, or something like that, you know? Like one of those big stipulation matches at the pay-per-view. There's still some meat on the bone left there with the story to be told with Jon Moxley and Hangman Page. Now, last Wednesday, we had the return of Christian Cage. He beat up Jungle Boy and he did his finishing move on the entrance ramp. I'm interested to what he's gonna say. Maybe they have a match at Revolution. Maybe that's what they're gonna be teasing tonight, or maybe they push it a little bit back and progress the storyline for another pay-per-view. But I'm interested in that match. I feel like it could be a really good match between Jungle Boy and Christian Cage. I'm invested into them. Before Christian Cage got injured, I think they were doing really good with the storyline progression. I just didn't like the fact of Luchasaurus not really fitting into that storyline. Because, yes, Christian Cage broke up Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, but Luchasaurus just didn't have that, like, mean factor or that monster factor of, like, a Samoa Joe, where you just feel like they could be anybody. So I just didn't like that part of the storyline, but I think they were doing really good. Christian Cage versus Jungle Boy. Maybe it happens at Revolution. Maybe it doesn't. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys would like to see that match, let me know what you guys think will happen on tonight's card, such as your predictions or anything. So now we are going to be talking about one of the most epic matches that there's going to be on the card. I feel like these matches are always good, and I feel like this is going to be another really good match, just like the other Battle Royals that they've had. So next up, it's going to be the Tag Team Battle Royal to see who's going to be in the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match between the Gun Club, the Acclaim, and two other teams. So for this first Tag Team Battle Royal, it's going to be the Best Friends, Dark Order, Los Ingobernables, the Lucha Bros, Aussie Open, Jay Lethal being a tag team with Jeff Jarrett. Also Top Flight, the team of the Butcher and the Blade. The Jericho Appreciation Society is going to be the team of Ari Daivari and Tony Nese. I'm pretty sure they're not going to win. So my pick for this match, I have to go with the Lucha Bros. Although there's two other really good teams that it would be interesting to put in the match. The Acclaim versus the Gun Club and the two other teams, which is the two other teams that I would like to see in that match would either be the Lucha Bros, Aussie Open, or even Top Flight. So it could be a match between up and coming tag teams. I really want the Lucha Bros to win. I think it would be a really good decision to have him in that match against the Gun Club and the Acclaim. But another two teams that I would really like to see as well is Aussie Open, because they're a really good team as well. Although my favorite has to be the Lucha Bros. I think one of those three tag teams should win this match. Be a really good fit for this Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match that is going to be at Revolution. But let's just see what happens tonight later on the card. And the last thing that we're going to be talking about here on Wrestling Wednesday, the predictions and more, is the Bryan Danielson interview that he's going to have tonight. What do you think he's going to say? What do you think is going to happen? Is JF going to go after him again and beat him up? Or what is going to happen? I'm pretty sure that MJF is going to try to go after him, tweak his arm a little bit more, try to injure him a little bit more. But I feel like they've done a really good job with that storyline between MJF and Bryan Danielson. I'm really looking forward to that main event match, the Iron Man match at Revolution between MJF and Bryan Danielson. I like what they've done with the storyline progression. I feel like there's still a lot more to do, but I feel like it's going to be a good payoff at the pay-per-view. So let's just see what happens. Maybe the firm ends up helping MJF again. Maybe CM Punk returns. You never know what's going to happen. CM Punk returns at the end of the match. There is really a lot of things that AEW could do here with the storyline progression between MJF and Bryan Danielson. I'm really curious to what he has to say today. I'm pretty sure he's just gonna say that he's going after MJF, or he's gonna do an interview such as last week's where he was just saying that he's gonna beat the shit out of MJF at Revolution. But I would like to see MJF go after Bryan Danielson a little bit more, and if they do that, I feel like it's gonna be a huge part of the story to see if Bryan Danielson will be able to beat MJF with basically just one arm, and since the other one is going to be really injured by the time of the pay-per-view. So that's going to be it for this Wrestling Wednesday AEW predictions and a little bit more, talking about it a little bit more. This is the first video of Wrestling Wednesdays that I went ahead and do. They are going to get better and better. Just make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned